Unit 11, 红树林or the mangrove. The bright green lush mangrove catches the eye of every tourist as the MRT trains enter Hongshuling Station. It was designated the Danshui River Mangrove Conservation Area and covers an area of 76 hectares of the sandbanks and swamp formed by silt deposited by the river. It is the biggest of its kind in Taiwan and represents the northernmost line of naturally occurring mangrove in the world. This vigorously growing aquatic plant gets its name, the redwoods. The literal Chinese translation, due to its red branches, the mangrove wetland ecosystem is very useful to humans. It protects embankments, supplies fish, and a habitat for wildlife would fulfill and provides a good place for people to get back to nature. It also has several other Chinese nicknames which translate to paradise for migratory birds and water forests. Dialogue.
Egrets are favorites of the Taiwanese, aren't they? The highways of Danshui are decorated with wall paintings featuring egrets in flight.
They are. There is a well-known Taiwanese nursery rhyme. An egret was trying to land in a river but stumbled. After crashing, it found a penny. The lyrics mean that children who have nothing to play with would like to transform into egrets and encounter good luck.
Is the Danshui mangrove a stopover for migratory birds?
A survey by the Wild Bird Federation states that there are around 10 species that do so, but not in great numbers due to its proximity to the city, the dense population, and difficulties in hunting for food. However, small birds are common, especially in Guangdu Plain, where quite a few cottages were built for close observation.
The Guangdu Plain is classified as a wetland and must be protected, right?
Yes, it is. It was listed as one of the least developed areas by the government. With increased care of wetlands, much has been done to protect and put them to good use. For instance, they are a good place to teach conservation and for family activities.
Wasn't the Guangdu Plain a great swamp and Qilian a port?
As a matter of fact, that the Taipei Basin used to be dotted with swamps, and quite a few areas are lower than sea level, making it prone to floods. The Taipei Metro has been flooded before, causing traffic problems for weeks.
Taipei was totally flooded, wasn't it?
Flood control policy is very important in Taiwan, but we are still very fond of water activities. The egrets. Egrets, common birds in Taiwan, usually live in groups around wetlands and lakes, feeding on fish, batrachians, and insects. The Danshui mangrove is a major home to egrets. Their numbers are estimated to be in the hundreds. When they fly home in small groups in the evening, their intermittent cries break the serenity of the sky. Their spotless white feathers imply purity, elegance, agility, and gracefulness. It is said that egrets only live in places that are blessed. Where there are rice paddies, there are egrets hovering for insects, a fine form of pest control. Candelia obovata or pen seedlings. The woods that lay on the riverbank between Zhuwei and Danshui are composed of the pen seedlings, which get that amusing name from their 10 to 15 centimeter seedlings that have a pen-like profile and hang from branches. The viviparous seedlings sprout from the maternal plants and are able to absorb nutrition from them while hanging. The seedlings stick into the mud when they break away and grow lateral roots, eventually turning into trees. Those that don't get stuck in the mud are carried by currents and end up taking root wherever they land. The viviparity is most advantageous in high salinity, soft soil, high chlorine, oxygen-depleted water. The ecology pathway. The 淡水红树林 ecology pathway, a hardwood path whose entrance is by the 红树林 MRT station, zigzags inside 红树林 Eco Park. At its shortest, it is 1 kilometer long, and views of Guanyin Mountain, the riverside, and biodiverse wetlands can all be found along the way. It is possible to closely observe and touch pen seedlings next to the path. There is a lively dynamic that occurs as feathered crabs scurry about, and egrets can be seen keeping a close watch on their prey. It is a favorite place for bird watchers and wetland field trips. The ideal period for bird watching is between September and May, when migratory birds pass through the area.